Hey everybody, it's Kim with your Angel GPS, and I'm here with your weekly guidance reading for the week of July 23rd through the 29th. And I decided to change things up a little bit this week. Instead of the Angel Wisdom Tarot, we're using the Guardian Angel Tarot deck, also by Radleigh Valentine, but something a little different for you. And with that, let me get my glasses on and we will get started. The first card I drew for you this week is the Transformation card, and I thought it was a little ironic that that was the first card because the Transformation card is all about making changes in your life, and I decided this week to change decks. That being said, the Transformation card is a little bit more life-changing than just picking up a whole new tarot deck. It's about making changes in your life that you know are necessary for you to move on, major life changes that you know need to be done. You know there's something more there out for you and you really need to make some changes. And if I can get this closer so you can get a good view, there we go. The symbolism of this card is what I wanted to show you here. We do have, where is he? The guy here is being drawn away from the tower by his guardian angel, leading the way and lighting the path for him. So it's divine timing, it's time to make these changes, and this is what you're being guided to do. We've also got, I wish I wasn't backwards in my own camera here. We have the hourglass here, as you'll see, is just about empty. And we're not saying that this is, your time is running out, but it's just letting you know that, yeah, it's about that time for you to start making some changes and start moving on. And our little butterfly here, classic symbol of transformation. So lots of little symbols going on here letting you know that, yes, it is time for you to make changes. You've probably figured that out already. You know there are some major life changes that need to be made, things that you should be doing and changing on your own. But there's more out there. There's a new path for you. There's just more to life. And you know you need to make these changes. They're very positive changes, but they are, with this being a major arcana card, we're talking like major event life changes. Again, for the better, leading you down the path. Again, leading down the path for you to bigger and better things. And of course, if you're not even sure, if you just have that feeling inside that you know that you need to make some changes, but you don't really know what to do or where to start, Archangel Chamuel can help you out with that. He can help you see and find what it is that you need to change and how to make those changes. He can really work with you in this. So keep him in mind, and also your guardian angels, because they're always there and that's what they're for. The second card I drew for you this week is the Nine of Air. And if this card, well, it's a different deck, but the card will at least sound familiar to you because this is the third time this month that this card has come up in the weekly reading. This is the one about the needless worry, obsessing over things, sleepless nights, all the what ifs. Again, it's just letting you know that, yeah, these changes do need to be made, and change can be scary, especially when it's a major life change that you're making. But just know there's really nothing to worry about because it's all meant to be. As we said with the Transformation card, it's time for you to move down a new path. It's time for you to make changes and do something new. It's time for you to move forward. So it's meant to be, and change, like I said, can be scary, but just know you don't need to be worrying about this. The worst thing you could do is worry and obsess over it because you're attracting whatever you're putting your focus on. And so if you're focusing on the what ifs, the worst case scenarios, the fear, you're going to attract exactly what you don't want. But just remember, changes are necessary and it's all for the best. So there's really no need to be worrying. That worry and that fear is indeed needless. And the third card that I have this week is the Nine of Fire. And the Nine of Fire is letting you know that, again, as we said, this is all meant to be, and you've got this. You're a strong person, you're resilient, you've come this far already, and you've prepared yourself for these changes and what's coming in the future. So protect that, hold on to it, and know that you've really got this. Hold on to that inner strength, protect how far you've already come, and know that you're ready to move on into the future. You're ready for this. You're protected, it's divine timing, you've got this. And of course, for the clarification, additional insight cards this week, I also drew again from the Archangel Michael Sword of Light Oracle deck. As always, I can't change everything, so we're back to that deck again. And the card that I drew for the clarification, the insight for the Transformation card, is Step into the Spotlight. It's just encouraging you that it's safe, it's okay. It's time for you to go ahead and step up and say, all right, I'm making this change. This is me, this is what I want, this is where I'm going, and I'm doing this. So it's time to really step up and own it. The card that I drew for the Nine of Air is trust in divine purpose. And as I was saying, everything's happening for a reason. This is the timing for you. And just so know, this is the divine purpose. This is what you really need to be doing. And again, you're being watched over, protected, because this is really what it's meant to be. So just trust in that process. No need to worry, no need for fear. Trust in the process and know this is leading to bigger and better things for you. And the card I have for the Nine of Fire was you're ready for more. And as we already said with that card, it's all about having that inner strength. You've gotten this far and you've actually done all the legwork. You've done all the background work. You've got everything that you need to move on and make some changes, and you are ready for it. So just reassuring you again that you've got this. Step up. It's time for you to move on. And a few other little things that came up of interest in this week's reading. With these two cards, we have the 30 and the 40, which both actually reduced in numerology would be like both were down to 3 and 4, adds to 7. This card was number 34, adds up to 7. Transformation card, 16, 1 and 6 is 7. Lots of 7s going on. And 7 in angel numbers is really just a sign that everything is moving along perfectly, and it's really going to turn out even better than you ever imagined. So again, we're reinforcing that. Stop worrying. Trust in the process. Everything's going to turn out perfectly for you. Opportunities are going to come. Doors are going to open. This is your time to shine now. Shining in that spotlight. This time is yours. And also, we had both the Nine of Air and the Nine of Fire. And 9s in angel numbers, just again, it's reassuring, letting you know that it's time for you to get started, get moving, move forward. This is your time. So just more reassurance there that all these changes are meant to be. This is the time for you to move on. You're ready for it. It's gonna work out perfectly, so there's no need to worry. And with that, that's my reading for this week, and I'll be back next week with more angel guidance and messages for the coming week. I will see you then. I can turn this off.